Hello friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. This is the Franchise Stars Baseball League Game of the Week for August 28th of Year 1 of the FSBL, and we've got a good one here from Shibe Park in Philadelphia. Two teams deep in the thick of the playoff hunt, the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Philadelphia Phillies, battling it out here. On the mound for the Phillies in this rubber match, Cliff Lee. The Phillies took game 1 6-0. Pirates took the second game 3-1. There you see Lee on the mound, 9-7, a 3.00 earned run average. He will be making his 27th start of the season. Little run support for Lee, who's been outstanding this year. 1.11 whip. He will face Starling Marte, batting .307 to open things up for the Pirates. First pitch is in there for a strike, and we are underway here from Philly. Marte lines this one down the right field line, slicing. That's going to be into the corner. That's going to be a fair ball. Marte around first. He will get into second easily. It is a leadoff double for Starling Marte for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and we are underway here in Philly. So Marte gets things underway for the Pirates. Good piece of hitting. Taking what Lee gives him on the outside corner to open things up with the leadoff double. So that'll bring up Rennie Stennett. Stennett batting .274. Missed a bit of time earlier on this year with an injury. Marte goes to try to steal third. Throw down there, not in time. Marte's 27th stolen base of the year. Rollins tag a little bit late. And the Pirates putting pressure on the Phillies early. Runner on third, 3 pitches in. Lee from the set. Sinker misses down low. Phillies game and a half out in the NL East, a half game back in the wild card. This one yanked to left, but foul. That National League East, the best race in baseball. 4 teams within a game and a half. Expos have the front spot right now. Line to first right at Ryan Howard for the first out. Stennett hit that one hard. Coming up next, Willie Stargell, and here's the rest of the Pirates order. Stargell, Clark, and Beckley, 3-4-5. Elliott, Stenzel, Bell, and Sanguin round out your Pirates lineup for the day. Pops riding an 11-game hitting streak, .291, 32 homers, 85 runs batted in. Stargell has been outstanding. Tough lefty-lefty matchup here for Stargell against Lee. Sinker misses down low, ball 1. Lee looks in. And the pitch. Stargell pulls it foul. So 1-1 count here. As Lee battles Stargell. We are just underway here from Shibe Park in Philadelphia. Cutter gets Stargell to swing and miss. Count goes to 1-2. Here's the pitch from Lee. Yanked foul. Have to bury that sinker in on him again. Popped up. Rolling. Underneath it. He will certainly have a play on this one. Puts it away for out number 2, and that's a big out for Cliff Lee. So Marte, after the leadoff double, stole third, and now he's sitting there hoping he can get driven in. Here's Fred Clark, .288, 14 homers, 53 runs batted in. First pitch from Lee. Clark laces it to right, but it's caught. McGee on the run puts it away, and the side is retired. So man on third, nobody out. Pirates come up empty. That's been their shortcoming all year. We head to the bottom of the first. Pirates nothing. Phillies coming up. On the mound, Babe Adams, 7-11, a 4.47 earned run average. Adams, great control, doesn't walk many, doesn't strike out many either, though, so the ball is put in play a lot against him. You can see that hit total. Tends to get himself into a fair bit of trouble. Gets out of a lot of it, but not all of it. Here's Richie Ashburn. Ashburn comes in batting .291. He's got a 12-game hitting streak on the line entering the day. First pitch fastball from Adams in there for a strike. The Pirates' eyes on the wild card. 4 games back. They're now 12 games back of the Cardinals, who have broken open the NL Central and starting to run away with that division. But 4 games out in the wild card, certainly not insurmountable for the Pirates if they can get a good run going. Curveball at the knees. Ashburn thought it was low. Ump disagrees. 1-2 pitch coming from Adams. Shot out into right. Carrying well, but it floats. Stays up. Put away by Marte, and there's 1 down. Ashburn, Rollins, and Hamilton, your top 3 for the Phillies. Howard, McGee, and Rowland. Samuel, Maddox, and Carlos Ruiz. Round out your lineup. Sliding Billy Hamilton, the man to watch. .372, second in the NL in batting. Here's Jimmy Rollins, .263 on the year. First pitch to J-Roll, misses down low. Rollins 0 for 4 yesterday, pair of strikeouts. Adams into the windup. Rollins in the center. That's going to be a base hit. So Rollins puts one back up the middle. Rollins can run. So we'll see what happens there. Right back through the box. So here's Hamilton. As we mentioned, .372, second in the league in batting, involved in a batting race with the Dodgers' Zach Wheat. Hamilton has gotten close at times, but has not been able to overtake him. Just an outstanding season for Hamilton, an even 1,000 OPS, 28 steals. He's been a vital cog to an erratic Phillies offense. Curveball misses down low. There's 28 steals, 8th in the league for Hamilton. Of course, right now, the stolen base threat is Jimmy Rollins, who stands on first. Adams delivers. In there for a called strike, 1-2. Here's the pitch. Hamilton ground ball down to first, picked by Beckley. He'll have to take it to the bag himself. Runner will move up, and now it's 2 outs with a man on second. Nice pick down there by Beckley on that in-between hop. Now it's up to Ryan Howard. Howard, .273, 24 homers, 86 runs batted in for the big slugging first baseman. In the next couple of days, we will have all the stats and standings as of September 1st up on the website. We actually do a little bit of a broadcast, too, to set up the final month of the season. If we chat with those of you who have followed the FSBL and kind of go through things a bit. 1-1 pitch to Howard. Hit the other way, down the third base line. That's a fair ball. Runner comes around. Samuel's going to score. It's an opposite field RBI single for Ryan Howard, and the Phillies have taken a 1-0 lead here in the first. Howard kind of gets jammed a bit here. Fights it off the other way, playing him the pull. Bit of space there. Off that third base line, and Howard finds the spot. So here's Sherry McGee. Ground ball down to third. Fielded, they go the short way to second. Elliott retires him, and that will end the first. But the Phillies pick up a run on 2 hits. We head to the top of the second. Phillies lead the Pirates 1-0. So to the top of the second we go. Here's Jake Beckley. Beckley 265, 18 homers, 52 RBIs. He is mired in a miserable month. 195 here in August. He will be very happy to see the calendar turn to September. He will try to right the ship. First pitch from Lee. Cutter in there for a called strike. Another cutter, another called strike. See, it's an overcast night here in Philly. Pitch from Lee. Down in the dirt, Beckley chases it, does get a piece of it though, and fights it off. Here's the pitch, fastball, Beckley swings and misses. And there's the first out of the inning. So Lee fans Beckley to open up the top of the second. That'll bring up Bob Elliott. Elliott at 296. The cutter misses down and in. 20 homers, 57 runs batted in for Elliott, who has done a very nice job down at third for the Pirates this season. There's a shot down the first base line, but foul. Pirates in the classic yellow and black of the 70s, early 80s. Shot down the left field line, but foul. Phillies in the classic pinstripe Phillies unis. 1-2 pitch down in the dirt. Elliott doesn't offer. 2-2 pitch. Sinker swung on and missed. So Lee has struck out the first 2 to face him here in the second. That'll bring up Jake Stenzel. Stenzel just back from injury. They've missed his speed. His bat hasn't really been worth missing. Does have 17 homers, but only batting .234, .685 OPS. The pitch, sinker, fouled off. And Lee, who's already struck the first 2 out in the inning, is now ahead of Stenzel 0-2. Pitch high inside fastball. No chance of him offering at that. Pitch from Lee. Low and away, tapped down to first. Howard will take it himself, and the side is retired. So Lee turns the Pirates aside 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the second. Roland, Samuel, and Maddox coming up for the Phillies, who lead at 1-0. Roland batting .307, 7 homers, 35 RBIs. He did miss a couple months of the season. Still ended up getting himself an all-star bid. Curveball there, misses away. There's a pitch, Roland lines this one in the center. That's going to be a base hit. Roland hits that one on the screws, breaking ball that stayed up. So it's a leadoff single for Scott Rolen here in the bottom of the second. Serves that one out in the center. So here comes Juan Samuel. First pitch, Samuel chases inside and down in the dirt. Samuel 265 on the season. Yet another Philly with more than 20 stolen bases. They will run. They like to get on base and put the pressure on. They don't have a ton of power. Ryan Howard obviously has power, and Sherry McGee has been a bit of a surprise with some thunder in his stick. 1-1 pitch through the right-hand side. That's a base hit. Roland pulls into second. He'll stop there. Good strong throw from Marte. So it's first and second. Nobody out in the bottom of the second. Here's Gary Maddox. First pitch, breaking ball in there for a called strike. Maddox batting .238. Only a .608 OPS. Offense has not been a big part of his package to this point in the season. Fastball, foul back. So Adams ahead of Maddox here, 0-2. He's got 2 runners on. The Phillies already have 1 in the game. They scored in the first. Looking to extend it here in the second. Fastball misses away. Adams looks in. Takes his time coming to the set and delivers. Maddox swings and misses. Down he goes. Looks bad on that curveball for the first out here in the bottom of the second. Pitch well outside. Actually, I apologize. That pitch was not as far out of the zone as I initially thought it was. Actually, not a bad chase by Maddox, so I apologize there. Here's Carlos Ruiz. Ruiz batting .297. Hits this one through the right side. Base hit to right. Roland comes around third. Marte comes up throwing. Roland puts the brakes on. And the bases are loaded with 2 outs on the single from Carlos Ruiz. Order rolls over. Here's Richie Ashburn. Ashburn is 0 for 1. First pitch, curveball, misses inside. Curveball misses inside again. So 2-0 the count. 1 down. Curveball in there for a called strike. Two and 1 the count. To Ashburn. Bases loaded. That one up in the zone. Ashburn lines it down the left field line, just foul. Ashburn just missing a multi-run hit down the line. Instead, the count goes to 2-2. Adams deals. Curveball just low. Full count to Ashburn. Bases loaded, 1 out. Bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. Ashburn fouls it off. It's a good battle going on here between Babe Adams and Richie Ashburn. Adams comes to the set again. Here's the pitch. Ashburn, ground ball to second. This could be 2. Stennett flip. Took a little bit of time to get it out of his glove, and Ashburn is able to beat it out. Run will come home. It's an RBI ground out for Ashburn. Roland scores, and the Phillies take a 2-0 lead. That's a perfect double play ball. Stennett, his feet is actually a little bit outside the bag. Not an optimal throw to Jay Bell. Bell got rid of it as quickly as he could, but Ashburn runs too well to get doubled up there. So not technically an error, but Stennett knows a good feed possibly gets a double play there. Instead, first and third, 2 outs. It's 2-0 Phillies, and here comes Jimmy Rollins. Rollins singled and scored his first time up. Ground ball down to first. Beckley will take it himself, and the side is retired. But the Phillies tack on another run. Certainly could have been worse for the Pirates. We head to the top of the third. Phillies 2, Pirates nothing. Leading it off, here's Jay Bell. Bell 299. 4 homers, 33 RBIs. That 299 average. Better than they were expecting out of Jay Bell this year. Doesn't have much power to speak of, but he certainly handled the bat better than anticipated. First pitch swinging here, ground ball to Samuel. Throws him out for the first out. So here's Manny Sanguin, 263, 7 homers, 48 runs batted in. Sale delivers. First pitch, cutter inside. Line shot, out in the right, falls in front of McGee, that's a base hit. So it's a 1-out single. And Manny Sanguin is on. So the order rolls over. Here's Starling Marte. Marte 1 for 1. Fouls this one off. Marte doubled, then stole third, and then was left stranded as the next 3 batters were retired. Lee from the set. Checks the runner and delivers. That one pulled foul. That is an outside pitch. Marte trying to pull it. Exactly the opposite what he did his first time up. Pitch from Lee. Marte, high fly ball, deep to left. Hooking though. It's going to end up foul. Certainly had the distance. Marte gave it a good ride, but a little bit out in front. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to second. Samuel to short for 1. Rollins on to first. Can't double him up. Marte gets down the line too well. That would have been a tough turn. Nice play by Samuel. Good job cutting down the lead runner. 2 away. Marte is now at first. Here's Rennie Stennett. Stennett 0 for 1. Pitch outside. Runner goes. Throw down to second, not in time. It's a stolen base for Marte, his 28th of the season. And the Pirates have a runner in scoring position. So man on second, 2 outs, 1-0 count here to Stennett. Popped up shallow left, Rollins out there on the grass, puts it away, and the side is retired here in the third. So the Pirates once again get a runner in the scoring position. Once again, they can't get him home. It's been Starling Marte both times. We head to the bottom of the third. Phillies still hold a 2-0 lead. Stepping in, Billy Hamilton. Hamilton grounded out his first time up. First pitch swing, looping line drive into center. That's going to get down for a base hit. So Hamilton is on with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the third. Here comes Ryan Howard. Hamilton, of course, a threat to run. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Good throw on the mark, but Hamilton still gets in there ahead of it. Great jump. Not a great lead, but a great jump. So Hamilton's in at second. 0-1 count to Howard. Curveball misses down and in. Adams delivers. Down in the dirt. 2-1. Looks in again. Another one down in the dirt. Howard won't chase. 3-1 the count. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike just on the outside corner. Borderline call. Neither Howard nor the Phillies faithful agree with that one. 3-2 pitch. Adams delivers. Howard, ground ball, pulls it foul. Looks in. Pitch again. Just off the outside corner, and Howard draws the walk. So Adams lets him get away. It's now 1st and 2nd. Nobody out for the Phillies, who scored a single run in each of the first 2 innings. Here's Sherry McGee. McGee, 302, 26 homers, 71 RBIs. He's got reverse splits, 252 against lefties, 317 against righties. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses away. Hamilton on second, Howard on first for the Phillies. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Pitch down low. It's a 2-0. Adams falling behind McGee here. Adams sets, delivers. Fouled off. Two and one the count. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Nice pitch from Adams. He's got to be careful, though. He has left a bunch of those breaking balls, even the ones that have broke nicely. Even when they've been down, they have been in the middle of the plate. Dangerous area to work. We mentioned in the intro that Adams has been hittable. Here's a pitch, looped down the right field line, but foul. This Phillies lineup, as we mentioned, not a ton of power. McGee, one of the guys who does have a bit of pop in the bat. But they will just gap and run you to death. McGee hits this one well to left, going back. Tracked down at the wall. Nice play. Out there and left by Clark. So here comes Roland. 1st and 3rd, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. Phillies fans trying to get a chant going to rally the troops. Rolling high fly ball to the left. Going back, it'll stay in the park, but it should get the run home. Hamilton tagging, no chance to get him. Hamilton scores on the sac fly from Scott Rowland, and with 2 outs here in the 3rd, the Phillies have their 3rd 1-run inning of the game. It's 3-0. So Adams kind of being picked apart here. Here's Juan Samuel. Samuel's 1 for 1. Fastball popped up and foul. Popped back, probably a more appropriate description of that one. 0-1 pitch coming from Adams. Breaking ball swung on a miss. Samuel way out in front. Oh, 0-2 pitch to Samuel. Adams buries one in the dirt. Samuel doesn't swing at it. 1-2 pitch coming from Adams. Misses inside. Two and two. Adams delivers in the dirt. Good block by Sanguin behind the plate. Runner holds, I should say. Full count, man on first. Gary Maddox waits on deck. Here's the pitch. Curveball misses away. So Adams walks him. First and second, 2 outs. So Adams now at 55 pitches. Not yet through the third inning. Adams delivers. Curveball misses low and away. Here's the pitch. Line shot to the right. That's a base hit. Marte fields it. The incredibly slow Ryan Howard will not test him. So the bases are loaded again for the Phillies. Last time this happened, they only got 1 run out of it. Here comes Carlos Ruiz. Ruiz 1 for 1. Gotta think the Pirates are going to start getting some action for him. It hasn't been hard contact, but hits are hits, and Adams is giving up a ton of them. One and 0. Here's the pitch. Line shot down the third. One hopper. Elliott comes home for the force out at the plate. Interesting decision, but gets the runner. Knowing how slow Ryan Howard is, I get it a bit, but I still don't think you see that play very much. But Elliott comes home with it. Sides retired. We're a third of the way through. Heading to the top of the fourth. Stargell will lead off for the Pirates, who trail 3-0. Checking the out-of-town scoreboard, Angels and Blue Jays tied at 1 in the fourth. White Sox up on the Diamondbacks, 2-0 in the first. Swung on and missed there, 0-1. Orioles and Astros also scoreless in the first. Mets lead the Rockies 3-0 in the fourth. So there's a bit of a glitch in the scroll where it's not giving the details for all of the games. For whatever reason, that's a little weird. I've never seen that happen before, actually. Marlins up on the Dodgers 2-0. Expos lead the Reds 2-1 in the fourth. There you go. Moises Alou, his 8th home run of the season. Brewers and Cubs just underway in Milwaukee. They're scoreless. Ferguson Jenkins going for the Cubs. Woodruff going for the Brewers. Braves and Cardinals just underway. Jim Whitney and Bob Gibson, the pitching matchup there. The Cardinals have blown open that Central, as we mentioned. They've done it without Bob Gibson at his best. Gibson is winning games, but his ERA is up over 4 at this point. Not where you're expecting Bob Gibson to be. The Cardinals have expressed no concern, but Gibson's struggles have now gone on for more than a month. Cutter fouled off there. Stargell. Count is full. Here's the payoff pitch from Lee. Gets him reaching, pulls it down to Howard, flips it to Lee coming over to cover, and there's one away. So here's Fred Clark. Clark lined out in the first. 1 for 9 in the series. First pitch, sinker misses just inside. Clark homered yesterday. 2-run shot in the Pirates' 3-1 victory. Each team has taken a game of this 3-game set. 1-1 count. That one's down low, and another sinker misses low and in. Shot down to first. Howard has it. Lee will cover again. Beats Clark to the base, and there's 2 away. So Cliff Lee certainly seems to like the big stage as Lee threw a complete game shutout. Last time Phillies were on the game of the week. Here's Jake Beckley. Beckley struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Lee looking in. Here's the pitch on the corner. Beckley 0 for 4 yesterday. Here's the pitch from Lee down in the dirt. 1-1 the count. Hold foul. So the count goes to 1-2. 2 outs, Beckley at the plate. 3-0 Phillies here in the top of the 4th. Fastball misses up high, Beckley won't chase. There's pitch, Beckley hits it well to right, going back, McGee at the wall, looks up and it's out of here. Home run, Jake Beckley, solo shot with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. His 19th home run of the year. We mentioned Beckley has had a terrible August. Maybe that can help start to break him out of it. Solo shot, gets the Pirates on the board, and this is now a 3-1 game. Phillies still leading. Beckley turned around on that one. Cutter that didn't cut. So here's Bob Elliott. Elliott 0 for 1. Sinker misses down and in. Here's the pitch. High fly ball on the right. McGee gives way. Hamilton. Sorry, Ashburn's playing left. Actually, Ashburn's DH and Gary Maddox is in left. Billy Hamilton out in center. Puts that away. But the Pirates get on the board on the Beckley home run. We head to the bottom of the 4th. 3-1 Phillies. So bottom of the 4th, here's Richie Ashburn. Ashburn 0 for 2. He is flown out and grounded out. Did drive in a run. Babe Adams, 59 pitches through 3. He's allowed 3 runs. He has not been hit hard, but he's been hit often. 7 hits for the Phillies. One-0 pitch to Ashburn. Ashburn squares. Bunt down the third base line is foul. Elliott touches it. And the count goes to 1-1. Breaking ball away, 2-1. There's a shot. Looper out in the center. Off the fists, but Ashburn fights it off. It's a lead-off single here in the 4th. Again, Adams just doesn't strike guys out. So he can have games like this where they're not hitting him hard, but enough balls fall in. And before you know it, he's given up crooked numbers over not many innings. So that hit extends Ashburn's hitting streak to 13. Here's Jimmy Rollins. Rollins 1 for 2. There's a shot to right. Going back. Marte at the wall. Leaps. It's off the top of the wall. Ashburn had a hold up. Now he breaks. He's going to get to third. Ashburn will be held there. So Ashburn held up to see if that ball was going to be caught. Marte gives it a good effort out there. Rollins does not miss a home run by much. Marte doesn't miss the ball by much, but in the end, it's a double for Rollins. It's second and third for the Phillies. Nobody out here in the 4th. Here's Billy Hamilton. That shot, the hardest one that's been hit off of Adams to this point. Curveball misses away. Hamilton 1 for 2, single and a run scored. Here's the pitch. Curveball, swung on and missed down low, 1-1. Adams delivers. Ground ball through the box. That's a base hit. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Throw home is cut off. It is a 2-run single for Billy Hamilton, and the Phillies have broken this one open to 5-1. Back through the box. Adams almost gets his head taken off. He's still being left in here.
The first baseman, number 6.
Questionable bullpen management here by the Pirates. It was clear that Adams was being hit. I know he wasn't being hit hard, but like I said, the hits were adding up. He wasn't really fooling anybody. Giving up 7 hits through 3 innings. Now, that's 5 through 3 plus. Possibly more on the way. Runner on first, nobody out. Here's Ryan Howard. You have to know when it's just not your starter's day. Pitch out there, runner holds. One pitch to Howard. Curveball misses. Count goes to 2-1. Looks in, and the delivery. Howard loops one out into left. Base hit. So Howard dunks one into left. It's first and second. If you're Babe Adams, you have to be frustrated at this point. Yes, a couple this inning have been hard, but most of the hits against him have been of this kind of variety. Seeing eye, or looper, or whatever. But the fact is, the Phillies have 5 runs with no outs here in the 4th. Back through the box, up the middle, base hit, runner comes around, another run scores. It's 6-1 Phillies. This is death by paper cuts. Jay Bell can't really get to that one. Bell not great range. And that is finally going to be the end for Babe Adams. I think it's a couple batters too late. So Adams comes out. The runners on base still will be on his ledger if they come around. Here's Ray Kremer. Kremer 11-5. This will be his 53rd appearance of the year. 4.63 earned run average for Kremer. Here's Scott Rowland. Rowland 1 for 1, also has a sacrifice fly. Takes the fastball up high. Giants and Twins just underway. Good one there. Carl Hummel and Burt Blyleven in the pitching duel in Minnesota. Royals lead the Padres 1-0 in the first. Joe Musgrove on the mound for the Padres. Brett Saberhagen throws for the Royals. Kremer from the stretch. Delivers. Rolling. Line shot to left. Going way back. Nicely tracked down by Clark. Runner holds at second. Ryan Howard not going anywhere. Unless he can take a car those 90 feet. Because otherwise he ain't moving. Here's Juan Samuel. Samuel singled back in the second. 6-1 Phillies. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. That one pulled hard but foul. looks in. 0-1 pitch. Change up on the outside corner. It's 0-2. Like a bit of a generous call there. This one ground ball to short. Bell to Stennett. On to first, 6-4-3 double play, and that ends the fourth. So nice job by Kremer out of the bullpen, but not before the Phillies pick up another 3 runs at the end of 4. Here from Shibe Park in Philadelphia, Phillies 6, Pirates 1.
Leading off for the Pirates, the center fielder, number
So here's Jake Stenzel. Stenzel 0 for 1. Lead with the sinker in there for a called strike. Pirates lone run coming on Jake Beckley's 19th home run of the season last inning. Ground ball to second. There's Samwell. Throw over to first, and there's one away.
the batter, number 5, shortstop, Shibe Bell.
So here's Jay Bell. Bell grounded out his first time up. Again, we will get stats and standings all posted, leaderboards, everything posted to the website as of September 1st. Again, this is August 28th, so we'll sim through the next couple of games. We'll stop on September 1st to get the website updated, and then we'll sim to next Saturday on the game schedule, which I guess would be the 4th. And then at that point, I believe it is, season ends October 3rd, so that'd be the 4th, 11th, 18th, 25th. So it'd be 5 more games of the week after this. And then from there, it'll be time for the first Franchise Stars Baseball League postseason.
Now batting, catcher,
Bell is on with a base hit. Here's Sanguin. Sanguin 1 for 1. There's a shot into center. That gets in front of Hamilton. He'll get it in quickly. But first and second, Pirates have 2 men on here in the top of the 5th.
now batting, number 6,
So as for that playoff picture, in this National League, the Cardinals certainly seem like they will run away with the Central. They have opened up an 11-game lead. The San Francisco Giants, unsurprisingly, seem like they will have locked up the National League West as well. The National League East, 4 teams in the hunt. 4 teams within a game and a half at this point. This one is hit well to left. Going back, chasing Maddox. Not going to put many past Gary Maddox. He tracks it down. Runner does tag up from second. 2 down, runners at the corners.
number 7,
So here's Rennie Stennett. Stennett 0 for 2. But the records for those NL East teams are not all great. The Dodgers are going to be 1 wild card. That's pretty much assured. So that second wild card, nice play there. Roland stays with it. Guns him down. And the side is retired. So we're midway through here in Philadelphia. Phillies lead the Pirates 6-1. Here's Gary Maddox to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. So as we were saying, in the National League, whoever wins this National League East obviously will get a berth. The Dodgers will be 1 wild card. The second wild card team seems likely to be from whoever does not win the National League East, the remaining 3 teams there, and these Pittsburgh Pirates in the hunt. Again, the Pirates currently 4 games out of a wild card. The Phillies a half game out of the wild card. They could very well slide into that second place wild card position based on the other events around the league today. One-two pitch, misses down low. There's a pitch, shot down the right field line, tailing, and it's foul. So Maddox just misses an extra base hit. Instead, the count goes to 2-2. Pull down to third. Elliott has it. Throw over to first, and there's one away.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, Carlos Ruiz.
So Maddox is retired. Here's Carlos Ruiz. Ruiz 1 for 2, singled back in the second. Shot out in the center. Stenzel doesn't have to move. Puts it away. 2 down.
Now batting, number 1.
So here's Richie Ashburn. Ashburn 1 for 3. Fastball. Misses up high, 1-0. Here's the pitch from Kremer. Sliced, base hit in the left. So it's a 2-out single for Richie Ashburn.
Not shortstop.
That'll bring up Jimmy Rollins. Rollins 2 for 3 in the game. Kremer delivers. Fastball in there for a called strike. Single, double, pair of runs for Rollins. Pitch out, nobody goes. One and one the count. Kremer working to Jimmy Rollins. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. 6-1 Phillies. Fastball misses down and in. There's Billy Hamilton swinging the bat on deck. 3-1 pitch coming here from Kremer. Misses down low, ball 4, and it'll be first and second. Ashburn trots down to second, back in the scoring position. He's seemingly lived there today. Here's Hamilton. 2 singles, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, 2 hits. Hamilton doing what he does. First pitch pulls it foul. Ground ball to short. Bell has it, flips it to Stennett for the force, and the side is retired. So Phillies threaten to add more, but they don't score. We head to the top of the 6th. Philadelphia 6, Pittsburgh 1. Top of the 6th, here's Willie Stargell. Cliff Lee, big inning here. If he can navigate the heart of this order, Philadelphia is probably in really good shape. 3-4-5 starting with Stargell. Stargell 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Sinker in there for a called strike. Again, Stargell, 11-game hitting streak on the line. Sinker in there for a called strike. So Lee ahead of Stargell 0-2. Here's the pitch. Down in the dirt. Stargell won't chase. Here's the pitch. Stargell swings and misses strike 3. Good job by Lee. There you see sinker inside, sinker out over the middle, goes down in the dirt, and then goes away. With the changeup, slows it up, gets Stargell way out in front. So 1 down, here's Fred Clark. Clark is 0 for 2. Sinker fouled off. Here's the pitch. Down low. One and one as Lee looks in to Clark. That one pulled down to first. Howard has it. He'll take it to the bag himself, and there's 2 down. So Lee just continues to bury that sinker down. Here comes Jake Beckley, one where he didn't bury it down. Left it up a bit, and Beckley turned it. From a cutter that didn't cut. That one up high. 1-0 to Beckley. Pull down to first. Low liner, Howard snares it. Got it just before it hit the ground. Nice pick by Howard. So we head to the bottom of the 6th. Howard, McGee, and Rowland coming up for the Phillies, who lead it 6-1.
Leading up for the Phillies, the first baseman, Ryan Howard.
So here's Ryan Howard. Stepping in against Ray Kremer. Kremer in for his 3rd inning of work. In relief of Babe Adams. Howard is 2 for 2. You see the Indians lead over the White Sox in the AL Central 9.5 games now. That division was tightly packed for a while. Everyone predicted the Indians coming into the season. Everybody else had their chances to take advantage of the Indians not playing well. They weren't able to do so, and now the Indians have righted their ship and seem to be in control of that division. The American League playoff scene is pretty set at this point, actually. The Red Sox and Yankees are fighting out the American League East. The loser will certainly be the first wild card. The Orioles, the White Sox, the Twins, and even the Royals in contention for that second wild card spot. There's a base hit into center field for Howard, his 3rd hit of the game. Assuming the Indians will win the Central, the A's seemingly clinched the American League West back in April. They are up by 25 games, I think it is at this point. Runner goes. Good throw by Sanguian. So that was supposed to be a hit and run, trying to kind of get a little fancy. Ryan Howard certainly not running on his own there. Either there was a missed sign or something. I gave Sanguian too much credit on that throw. It was actually to the shortstop side of the base, but still plenty of time for the tag to be applied on Ryan Howard. So 1-1 the count here to McGee. McGee's 1 for 3. Yanks this one. Deep to left. Way back. That ball is out of here. Home run, Sherry McGee. His 27th home run of the year, and the Phillies have extended their lead to 7-1. McGee curls it down inside the left field pole into the upper deck. 1 down. Here's Scott Rowland. Up and in. Not that close. Fans booing unnecessarily. Rowland 1 for 2. Single and an RBI. Has a sac fly on the day. Fly ball to right. Starling Marte underneath it. Puts it away for out number 2. Marlins lead the Dodgers 5-4. Derek Lee a pair of home runs in that one. Expos up on the Reds 2-1 in the 6th. Bid McPhee has hit his 11th for the Reds. Moises Alou his 8th for the Expos. Brewers all over the Cubs 6-0 in the 3rd. Fergie Jenkins struggling. Robin Yount has hit his 17th. There's a shot down the third base line, just foul. Braves and Cardinals tied at 2 in the third. Javi Lopez's 15th home run for Atlanta. Twins lead the Giants 1-0 in the third. Again, Hubble and Blyleven, the pitching matchup there. Shot to left, tracked down by Fred Clark. So that ends the inning, but Sherry McGee gives the Phillies another run. We head to the 7th. Phillies have 7. Pirates only have 1. So here's Bob Elliott.
Leading off for Pittsburgh,
Elliott's 0 for 2.
Bob Elliott.
Shot down the right field line, but foul. Here's the pitch. Cutter misses up high. One pitch. Cutter misses down low. Elsewhere on the channel, as of recently, the Legend Sports Universe Basketball Association has reached the finals of its first season. We'll get back to that in a minute. Deep to left. Elliott. Just inside the pole. It's gone. Home run, Bob Elliott. His 21st of the season. Barely stays fair. And the Pirates cut the deficit to 7-2. So Elliott takes one very similar to McGee's, actually. Wrapped it even a little bit tighter to the pole. Stays fair, and we've got a 7-2 game. Lee's only at 76 pitches, so that's not a result of him being tired, that home run. That's just a good piece of hitting there from Bob Elliott. Here's Jake Stenzel. He's grounded out twice. As we were saying, the Legend Sports Universe Basketball Association, using NBA 2K23, a great game if you remotely like basketball. But that has been set. The LSUBA finals are set. Bob McAdoo, Charles Barkley, and the Kansas City Cobras have swept the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. They will now take on Moses Malone, Gary Payton, and the Boston Braves. What should be a really, really good series. The Legend Sports Universe Hockey League has also reached its playoffs. Their hockey playoffs are in the quarterfinals at this point. Those series are ongoing. Hope to get more of those through the rest of this week. So I will do every game of the LSUBA finals now that we've reached the finals. In the hockey, I'm basically doing the first game of each series, and then we'll sim until there's an elimination game, and then we'll broadcast the elimination games just to kind of, expedite the playoffs a little bit. If I had done, obviously not every series was going to go 7, but I had figured it out before I started the basketball and hockey playoffs that if I broadcast each series and they all went 7 games, I would have 84 broadcasts that I would have to do. And as I've been mentioning, time has been a little bit shorter now that I'm back in the office working 3 days a week, so I have to be a little bit more intelligent in how I kind of structure the setup here. So after this season, we're not going to do all the sports at once anymore. After basketball and hockey are wrapped up, they're going to go on the back burner until baseball is wrapped up, and probably till football is wrapped up also. The baseball, the FSBL, I will broadcast every playoff game. Baseball is my favorite sport. I want to do all of the games for that. So basketball and hockey will take a break, and I'll handle the stuff as Bell goes down on the changeup there for the second out here in the 7th. So I'll handle all the off-season setup I have to do for free agency and contracts and all that kind of stuff for those 2 games, particularly for the hockey. Basketball kind of runs itself a little bit. I have to create a couple of draftees for the next rookie draft pool there, but that's not a big deal for basketball. But that one dunks in the right field in front of McGee for a 2-out single. So those 2 sports, though, are going to kind of take a back seat, and then they'll restart once basketball and football end. I'll run through the basketball and hockey seasons while I take care of the off-season stuff for baseball and football. And those seasons, I'll be able to sim those shorter in a little bit quicker fashion. So then I'm going to kind of go 2 and 2 rather than trying to do all the sports at once like I'm doing now, because that just has gotten to be a lot with my current schedule. So that is the state of the Legend Sports universe at this point.
Number 7.
So it's first and second. Here's Rennie Stennett. I think there's going to be bullpen action going for the Phillies soon. Lee is now at 87 pitches, so they just want to have something precautionary. They have a big lead here. They don't want to let themselves get into trouble. Stennett 0 for 3, 1 for 10 in the series. Lee delivers. Stennett down the first base line, sliced foul. Stennett hit it hard, but it sliced off the bat. Lands foul, counts 1-1. Down in the dirt, shot down to first, diving stop. Howard knocks it down, flips to Lee and gets him. Good job, Ryan Howard. Not the best of first basemen, certainly not with range. A lot of first basemen probably wouldn't have had to dive for that, but regardless, for Howard, that's still a nice play. Ends the inning, ends the danger. Pirates do get one. We head to the bottom of the 7th. It's 7-2 Phillies.
The left fielder, Gary
Here's Gary Maddox.
Maddox.
That one's fouled off. Here's the delivery. Fastball in there for a called strike. Dave Justy, Don Robinson, both throwing in the Pirates' bullpen. Kremer has done an admirable job in relief of Babe Adams. As we said earlier, Adams wasn't hit particularly hard for the most part, but he was hit often. Everything found a seam, everything found a hole, everything found the grass. They all look like line drives in the box score. 2-2 delivery. Fly ball to left. Clark is there. Gets under it, puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, Carlos Ruiz.
So here's Carlos Ruiz. Ruiz 1 for 3. Single back in the 2nd. Fastball in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. That one grounded through the right side. That's a base hit. So a 1-out single into right. Ruiz is on. That'll roll the order over. Here comes Richie Ashburn. Oh, comes high and tight, and he gets him. Kremer hits Ashburn, who is not happy. Nothing escalates. Ashburn takes his base. First and second, 1 out. Here's Jimmy Rollins. Screwball away. Lights are on here at Shibe Park on a very gray, overcast afternoon. Ground ball. Up the middle. Backhanded. Stennett flips to Bell on to first. They can't get him. They do get Ashburn forced out at second. So runners at the corners. Here comes Billy Hamilton. Nice play there by Stennett. Bell got rid of it quickly. Hamilton 2 for 4. Swung and missed out in front of the curveball. Kremer looks in. Hamilton loops it. Center field. Another base hit. Billy Hamilton special. Loop around into center field. Another run comes home. His 3rd RBI of the game. And the Phillies open the lead up to 8-2. So again, the Phillies, depending on what happens in the other games, have a chance to drop themselves into the second wild card spot. Here's Rick Rhoden. Rhoden started the year in the minors. He's been called up recently. This will be his 6th appearance. No record, a 3.38 earned run average. He will face Ryan Howard.
The first baseman, number 6, Ryan Howard.
Slider doesn't slide, misses down low. Howard 3 for 3, 3 singles. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses up and in, 2-0. That one in there for a called strike. So 2-1 the count. Rhoden working to Howard. Here in the bottom of the 7th, Phillies with a commanding 8-2 lead over the Pirates. Ground ball, pulled foul. So 2-2 the count. Rhoden delivers. Howard swung on a missed strike 3, and that ends the inning. But Phillies add another. We head to the top of the 8th. Phillies, 8 runs, 17 hits. They lead the Pirates 8-2. So top of the 8th, here's Willie Stargell. Stargell 0 for 3. Cliff Lee staying in to start the 8th. He's at 90 pitches so far. He's been terrific. Stargell 0 for 3, struck out in his last time up. Lee starts him off down low. Stargell first pitch swinging, ground ball to second. Samuel charges, throws him out. 1 pitch, 1 out here to start the 8th. So that'll bring up Fred Clark. Clark 0 for 3, grounded out his last time up. He's 1 for 11 in the series. 2-run homer is only hit. That came in yesterday's game. His first pitch swinging as well. His more successful than Stargell's, though, as Clark lines a base hit back into center. So 1 down, 1 on. Clark attacks that one. So now with the base runner on, we'll see how much rope they give Lee. Here's Jake Beckley. Beckley 1 for 3. Beckley homered to account for Pittsburgh's first run. Fastball misses low and away. 1-0 the count. Again, checking the out-of-town scoreboard. Angels over the Blue Jays, 4-2 in the 8th. Kendrys Morales has his 13th home run of the year for the Angels. Aaron Hill his 9th for the Blue Jays. Diamondbacks over the White Sox, 3-2 in the 5th. Tony Batista has hit his 11th for the D-back. Zeke Benora his 22nd for the White Sox. This one looped down the left field line. Roland drifts out into left field. Puts it away out on the grass. That wasn't as close to the line as I thought it was. I apologize. But Roland tracks it down for the second out. Francisco Lindor has driven in 3 for the Mets, who lead the Rockies 4-1. Here's Bob Elliott for the Pirates. Dodgers and Marlins are now tied at 6. Dan Brothers, a pair of home runs for the Dodgers, his 21st and 22nd. Derek Lee has hit his 20th for the Marlins. Expos up on the Reds, 4-1. Bid McPhee, his 11th for the Reds. Moises Alou, his 8th for the Expos. Brewers still lead the Cubs 6-0 in the 5th. The Cubs have just collapsed since the All-Star break. Greg Vaughn has hit his 30th for the Brew Crew. Braves up on the Cardinals, 3-2 in the 5th. Javi Lopez, his 15th home run of the year for Atlanta. Giants and Twins now tied 2-2 in the 5th. Again, Hubble and Blyleven, the pitching matchup there. Mel Ott has hit his 28th for the Giants. Patsy Garrity has an RBI for the Twins. Padres up on the Royals, 3-1 in the 5th. Bip Roberts has an RBI for San Diego. This one line shot to left, moving over Gary Maddox. Again, you're not going to put one past Maddox. This outfield with Maddox and Hamilton in particular in left and center, if you hit the ball to left or center field, you are not finding many gaps out there. So we head to the bottom of the 8th. Phillies 8, Pirates 2. Here's Sherry McGee. McGee, not a bad outfielder in right either. He's 2 for 4. Homered his last time up. Rick Roden continues. He came on to finish off the 7th. Fastball misses up and in. 1-1 the count. Fastball misses inside, 2-1. That one yanked foul. Two-two delivery from Roden. Misses up high. Full count. Scott Rowland waits on deck. Here's the pitch. Slider. McGee chases it. Does get a piece of it, though. Fouls it off to stay alive. Full count. This one down the right field line. It'll find the seats, though. So the count is full. Roden works to McGee. Curveball misses outside, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on here in the bottom of the 8th. So here's Scott rolling 1 for 3. Single, he scored a run, had an RBI on a sac fly. Slider, just off the plate, 1-0. Slow curveball falls in, counts 1-1. Roden delivers. Fastball in there, called strike, 1-2 the count. We'll see if Lee comes out for the 9th. He's going to want to, but it seems that the Phillies there's no reason to push him at this point. If you've got fresh arms in the pen in a 6-run game. His count is up around 100. I don't remember exactly what it is, but there doesn't seem to be much reason to push Lee when you don't have to. Ground ball rolling to second. Stennett only plays to first. He'll get rolling. Runner moves up, and there's one away.
Number 9, second baseman, Juan Samuel.
So here's Juan Samuel. Samuel 1 for 3, single back in the 2nd, 4 for 10 in the series. Roden checks the runner and delivers, misses down low with the fastball, 1-0. Here's the pitch. Samuel, fly ball to center. Going back on its stencil. He's underneath it. Puts it away. For out number 2. Runner will hold. It's 2 outs now. Man on second. So here's Gary Maddox. Single back in the 3rd. Pitch from Roden. Blocked in the dirt. Nice job by Sanguian. 1-0. Here's the pitch from Roden. Curveball just outside. Roden wanted that pitch. 3. Another one misses just off the outside corner. So I'm not giving that to Rodin. 3-0 to Maddox, man on second. Here's the pitch. Misses down low, ball 4. So Maddox draws the walk. Here's Carlos Ruiz. Ruiz, a pair of hits on the day. He's lifted his average up over 300 now. Up to 302. That one's looped out into left. That's going to fall in front of Clark for a base hit. Run will come around to score. It's now 9-2. RBI single for Carlos Ruiz. His 3rd hit of the day. The Phillies have just kind of laid in wait for this whole season. Hanging around. They've never taken first. There are 3 other teams in that division. I believe the Phillies actually had first for maybe a week. It may not have even been that long. As all 4 teams, other than the Marlins in the NL East, have held first place at some point in that division this year. Everybody kind of forgot about the Phillies. Now here they are in the hunt. Check your National League leaders. Zach Wheat leads the league with a .380 batting average. The Phillies' Billy Hamilton second at .372. Todd Helton at .337. Ray Langford a shock at .337. Jim Edmonds at .334. Big part of that Cardinals surge has been the impact of Langford and Edmonds, both getting on base at a much higher clip than expected. Also, Johnny Mize, who now leads the National League in homers with 39. Bryce Harper has 38. Nate Colbert with 37. Willie Mays and Larry Walker with 36. Bryce Harper leads the National League in runs batted in it now. At this point, at 104, Willie Mays has 100. Larry Walker with 96 as Ashburn fouls one off. Nate Colbert with 95. Johnny Mize with 90. Rounding out your top 5 in the National League. Stolen bases, Lonnie Smith of the Braves leads the way. As Ashburn goes down looking to end the 8th. He is not happy about it, but Rodin freezes him. And that sends us to the 9th. Phillies pick up another run. It seems like they've scored in every inning. We head to the top of the 9th. Phillies lead the Pirates 9-2. So Cliff Lee's day is done. Dutch Ulrich will come on. His 38th appearance of the year. 1-3, a 2.72 earned run average. Ulrich has been terrific. We'll let it scroll through again if we get to the National League pitching stat leaders. Oh, there we go. Robin Roberts of the Phillies actually now leads the league in ERA at 2.25. He has been awesome since the All-Star break. Tom Seaver, Randy Johnson, Clayton Kershaw, and Ted Breitenstein of those Cardinals, rounding out the top 5. Ulrich misses 1-1. This one pulled just foul. So now the count 1-2 to Stenzel. They're in there rolling with the backhand, throws to first, and there's one down. So here's Jay Bell. Bell 1 for 3, single back in the 5th. Pitch from Ulrich. Fastball misses down low. Jim Constanti and Huck Betts throwing in the Phillies bullpen. 1-0 count. Knuckleball from Ulrich. Fouled off. Fastball. Bell fights that one off. Now he's in a hole 1-2. So again, particularly relevant games, relevant to both of these teams because the Pirates in the wild card hunt are going to be chasing whoever the teams are in the NL East who don't win the division, as Hamilton catches that fly out for out number 2. But the Mets are up 4-1. The Braves and Cardinals tied at 4-4. The Braves are actually 4 games out in the NL East. I believe I had said 4 teams were within a game and a half. That was correct as of a week ago. The Expos were winning as well. Fastball misses up high, 1-1. There's a pitch, ground ball, hit hard right at Samuel though. Throw over to first. And the ball game is over. So Cliff Lee, another terrific start on the big stage, wins his 10th of the year. Phillies just do a slow bleed on Babe Adams early on, and they never relinquish it. Runs in 7 of the 8 innings they came to the plate. 9-18-0 for the Phillies. I think it was 2-8-0 for the Pirates. Jake Beckley looking like a dwarf next to Ryan Howard. Wasn't a dwarf when he hit that home run, though. One of the bright spots for the Pirates on a day where there weren't many of them. Sherry McGee going deep as well. There's Bob Elliott's home run. Just inside the pole. So 2-9-0 for the Pirates. I apologize. Cliff Lee gets the win, goes to 10-7. Babe Adams takes the loss, falls to 7-12. Home runs for both Beckley and Elliott for the Pirates. Home run for Sherry McGee for the Phillies. Billy Hamilton, 3 for 5, 3 RBIs on the day for him. So that will wrap things up here from Philadelphia. I thank you, as always, for checking in here with the Legend Sports Universe. Again, check out the basketball playoffs, the hockey playoffs here on the channel. LSUFL Year 4 is up to Week 4. Website has been updated with football standings. We'll get and stats and stories. We'll get the same done for baseball as of September 1st, and hockey and basketball as well in these next couple of days. I thank you, as always. Like and subscribe if you have not. Tell your friends. Share the stories of the Legend Sports Universe. Thank you guys, as always. Be good to each other, and we'll talk soon.